You're watching QTV. This is the news with me, Mamadou Kajaga. In this edition, two-day capacity training is underway in Banjul for lawmakers on child rights issues. Child Fund commemorates the International Day of the Girl. Livestock officials engage livestock owners to confront the ongoing foot-and-mouth disease crisis. Popular Islamic scholar Mufti Mint to visit the Gambia for the first time. Those were our top stories, and now the news in detail. Action Aid the Gambia on Friday launched a two-day capacity building program for National Assembly members. The training is aimed at enhancing their capacities on child rights issues. Ansumana Esonyasi was there, and he now reports.
A two-day workshop for National Assembly members organized by Action Aid the Gambia in partnership with Child Protection Alliance and the Forum for African Women Educationalists the Gambia is currently underway at the National Assembly Auditorium in Banjul. The forum, which brought together representatives of various select committees of the National Assembly, is part of an EU project on child's rights being implemented by Action Aid. In his opening statement, Majority Leader Keba K. Barrow said the training is timely and will help parliamentarians understand the various international treaties ratified by the Gambia.
This workshop is very timely, and it is going to help the various select committees to be able to better understand some of the legal instruments that the government of the Gambia is a signatory to, and we as people's representatives should be able to translate these conventions and protocols that are signed by the government to be able to interpret, and also for our people to have the clear understanding of why they are done at the level of the communities.
Honorable Barrow assured of Parliament's commitment to work closely with civil society in promoting and protecting the rights of women and children. The Gambia, he said, is a signatory to many international instruments on child's rights and thus emphasized the need for concerted efforts to ensure that children's rights are always protected. For his part, the Executive Director of Action Aid the Gambia, Omar Baji, said it is vital to build the capacities of lawmakers, especially in the area of child's rights, as this will give them a better understanding of issues and help enhance their abilities to make good laws for the protection of children.
We are conducting this training with the hope that at the end of the day, you will acquire new knowledge or reinforce your existing knowledge about children's protection and enhance your ability to develop laws for the protection of children. Children have rights just like any other person, but due to the nature of their vulnerability because of their age, they need special protection and attention from adults like their parents, teachers, community leaders, and lawmakers like you. Therefore, your role in the protection, promotion, and the fulfillment of children's rights cannot be overemphasized. As lawmakers, it is extremely critical that you know all the rights that concern children. It is indeed important that we invest in your development in return for good and progressive laws that can protect our future, that is our children.
For QTV News, I am Ansumana Esonyasi.
Child Fund observes the International Day of the Girl at its Regional Educational Directorate Office in Brikama. The theme for this year's celebration is A Skilled Girl First. Omar Jallo attended the celebration, and he now files in this report.
Since 2012, 11 October has been celebrated as the International Day of the Girl Child. The day aims to draw attention to the challenges girls face and the strategies to attain girls' empowerment and the fulfillment of their human rights. Child Fund the Gambia and its three partners, the Fonyi Dinding Federation, the Dinding Yirwa Federation, and the Sama Cairo Federation, marked this year's event at the Regional Education Director Office in Brikama. In his opening remarks, the Deputy Governor of West Coast Region, Siaka Jata, said the government was committed to the protection and promotion of the rights and welfare of children, especially girls.
The Gambia in December 2015 banned female genital mutilation, which is called cutting, and child marriage, with penalties up to life imprisonment. Female genital mutilation or cutting comprises all procedures that involve altering or injuring the female genitalia. for non-medical reasons and recognizes international as violation of human rights of girls and women.
The country director, Child Fund the Gambia, Musukuta Koma, spoke on the significance of the day, emphasizing the importance of girls' education to national development.
The International Day of the Girl, shortened as IDG, is also an opportunity to accelerate efforts towards Sustainable Development Goals SDG 8 to increase the number of youths and adults who have relevant skills, including technical and vocational skills for employment, decent jobs, and entrepreneurship. Work towards SDG 8 will also contribute to ensuring all girls and women, including those with disabilities, have equal rights, education, and opportunities as called for in SDGs 4 and 5.
The Child Fund boss said her organization is committed to raising awareness of our society to the unique challenges girls face and promote their empowerment. The national coordinator of the Child Protection Alliance, Jundu Drame, spoke on the advocacy efforts dedicated to promoting the rights and protection of children.
We do not have a ministry responsible for children's affairs. That makes coordination of issues relating to children very difficult. That makes even reporting to treaty bodies absolutely difficult. So one task of this advocacy group is to also advocate for a functional ministry for children's affairs. And of course, also advocating to ensure that we have a violent-free school. Women, girls, we will not have a skilled workforce for girls when violence is an everyday part of their lives in the school, in the community, or on the street.
He called on government to set up a ministry for children. Reporting for QTV News, I am Omar P. Jallo.
The National Livestock Owners Association, in partnership with the Department of Livestock, on Thursday engaged livestock owners to discuss on the ongoing foot and mouth disease at the Livestock Regional Office in Brikama. Omar Jala was there and he now reports.
The disease has killed around 280 cows across the country since its first reported outbreak in the Gambia on 15 July 2018 in the Nyani district of the Central River region. Foot and mouth disease is a highly infectious and fatal disease that affects cattle and other cloven-hoofed animals, such as goats and sheep. And where it is not contained early, the economic losses that cattle owners and the country at large incur could be extensive. It was for this reason that the Department of Livestock and the National Livestock Owners Association met to work out preventive and control measures to contain the deadly disease. After a lengthy discussion with the farmers, followed by question and answer session, Dr. Usman Sised, Deputy Director General of Veterinary Services, said farmers are losing their animals at an alarming rate. Therefore, measures should be taken to drastically reduce the losses.
Has been working closely with the farmers and then the organization, NALOWA, and then its various regional heads, regional directorates, and the field officers, the field agents, the field staff, to gather information concerning this FMD outbreak, analyze those information, and then come up with possible ways of controlling the disease in the country. I can tell you, on the 21st of July, a team, an investigation team, disease outbreak investigation team, was sent to Nyani in the Central River region north, in the villages of Ndawen and Jala Samba, where the report first reached to us concerning this FMD outbreak. Animals were clinically examined, samples were collected, and unfortunately we cannot analyze them in country, but it was sent to Dakar, Lenaf, to analyze, and then the results came back on the 8th of August this year, showing that the suspect of FMD was confirmed, and then we know that it's a serotype O FMD type that is circulating in those localities.
The president of the National Livestock Owners Association, Ibrahim Jallo, said that the Department of Livestock should be in constant dialogue with the livestock owners so that problems can be identified early and solutions provided, as enshrined in their constitution.
It was a worry for the Gambian farmers, seeing their animals dying because of this foot and mouth disease. And now that the department know what causes it and how it is, let them also sensitize the farmers so that the farmers can able to. But we are appealing to the government and to agency. Let them train the farmers. Let them able to know how to identify this disease so that they can report. Because you are every day in the herd. The livestock assistant comes there once in a while. But if you train more farmers, they can easily report to the livestock assistant and it can reach Abuko at the ministry can know what is happening. But we are very far in the bush. Your animals are dying and you never report. So we are urging the farmers definitely, let them work very closely with the livestock assistant. And we train more farmers in the Gambia. If you go to Senegal, you see farmers doing all sorts of work with the animals. We also want the same thing to happen.
The livestock owners boss also shed light on the recent invitation of his executive by the Inspector General of Police, following accusation by a group who call themselves the New Livestock Owners Association, that his executive was involved in cattle rustling.
This is the situation, but the security of this country is not in my hand. It is in the hand of the security people. We are paying our tax to them. Animals are paying tax to them. So it is their responsibility to secure the Gambians and the Gambian property, and these are the animals. Now, if you say animals have been stolen and then we are sitting down, no, we just organized a unit called the anti-cattle rustling that help the police to fight this cattle rustling, because the police alone cannot do the work. So if we are helping the police, it's not our mandate to secure this animal. We just want to, livestock is a very big association, and actually they have an interest to build this nation. They have an interest to help and support. But it will be very difficult when farmers sit around and then try to just put things together, which they don't actually know. Because the people who are talking about this new Gambia, they don't know, some of them, how the National Livestock Owners came to existence.
Reporting for QTV News, I am Omar P. Jallo.
A renowned Islamic scholar, Ismail Musa Mink, also known as Mufti Mink, will visit the Gambia for a public lecture at the Independence Stadium on November 3rd. Mufti Mink, a Zimbabwean, has been named as one of the most influential Muslims in the world by the Royal Islamic Strategic Studies Center of Jordan in 2014 and 2017. His maiden visit to the Gambia is facilitated by the newly registered charity foundation called Amal Foundation. The foundation says entrance to the stadium is free. QTV's Aliou Cisse spoke to a member of Amal Foundation, Aja Kiwenjai Let, about the importance of Mufti Mink's visit.
Amal is a newly registered charity foundation established by young Gambians. Its main objective is to assist the needy by helping them in terms of providing them funds to take of their dire needs. But that has been extended to two other areas which we felt was important. That is to assist in the cleaning of mosques in our communities around the Greater Banjul area. And the distribution of audios, Islamic lectures distributed freely with selected topics that we feel the youth need them.
We understand you are bringing in Mufti Mink. Why Mufti?
Well, why Mufti? Because Gambians love Mufti. And he's a renowned scholar, like you said, who's traveled all around the world. I guess Gambians love him because of his eloquence, his wisdom, his knowledge. When Mufti talks, everybody listens. And he's changed a lot of lives. And we know Gambians love him because most radio stations, you can listen to them 24 hours without one of them playing Mufti's lectures. We know people listen to Mufti on their way to work, on their way to school, the students, even people who cannot understand English for some reason, they just like him. So we thought it was very, appropriate to bring him here.
This is someone who is always very hard to reach. How were you able to get in contact with Mufti Mink to have him come to Gambia?
Well, alhamdulillah, Allah does things. Yes, he's very hard to get. In fact, we understand that for the past couple of years, 5-7 years, people, organizations have been trying to get him here. But this is the time it's possible. Through the leader of Amal Foundation, who met him in one of his international lectures in Kenya. That was when the discussion started, and alhamdulillah, everything was okay, and he was available to come to the Gambia.
What are you expecting from his visit?
Well, we're hoping, as he always does, to give a good lecture, and then people benefit from the lectures, and in turn, change their lives. Yes, it will be at the Independence Stadium, and it will be November the 3rd. Gate will be open at 11. And in fact, the theme for the event is respecting differences. It is an open event. It's an open event. That means it's free. No tickets are sold.
So who are your main collaborators as far as this event is concerned?
They are the Supreme Islamic Council and the International Open University. They are our two big partners that we are collaborating with closely in this event. Of course, we have some other sponsors and partners, but these two are the main two partners that we are working with Amal in the organization of the visit of Mufti Ismail Menka.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I hope and pray that you will hold yourself accountable for your own yes. Maybe that's why some of us just kept quiet, isn't it? Have we all agreed? Yes. MashaAllah. Remember, you said yes. When you look in the mirror, tell yourself, I said yes.
Before we end this bulletin, we recap our main stories. Policymakers are currently undergoing a 2-day capacity building program on child rights issues. The aim of the training is to enhance the capacity of lawmakers on the issues of the child rights and help enhance their ability to make good laws for the protection of children. Child Fund commemorates the International Day of the Girl at its Regional Educational Directorate office in Brikama. This year's celebration was premised on the theme, A Skilled Girl First. Meanwhile, livestock officials held meetings with livestock owners to address the current foot and mouth disease crisis. That's all we have for you in this edition of the news. Join us tomorrow for more news, and thank you for the pleasure of your company. Bye for now.